What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. I got a very special video for you guys today. This video is going to be jammed packed with information and cool stuff. I will be showing you guys very good books that have helped me, that I am going to share, that I believe are very, very useful. And I know there are a lot of trading books out there, and I have read a lot of them and purchased a lot of them, and I am going to share with you the ones that helped me the most and that will give you the most information on what you're looking for. And I will also be showing you guys some sites that I use still today, and sites that I've used to use that helped me as a trader and help teach me and give you the tools that you need to succeed as a trader and to learn from these sites, because all these sites I'm about to be showing you guys offer a lot of information. So study up, take it all in, and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Always be studying. You can never study enough. The more you study, the more it's going to stick in your head. I will say that in every video. You can never study enough, so just keep studying and keep at it, and let's get into this video. So first off, I want to get this out of the way. Out of everything that I'm showing you guys, I'm not promoting it. I'm not receiving any money to promote any of this stuff. I am just sharing what helped me and sharing with you guys what I believe is very, very, very useful to learning the stock market and how to be a day trader. So the first book I am going to recommend here is, this is a beginner's book, and if you're really fresh and new to the penny stocks and the stock market, I highly recommend picking this book up. It covers just about everything from how to play NASDAQ stocks to OTC stocks, level 2, how to scan for stocks, and how to look up stocks on the internet and patterns, and it's just jam-packed filled with a bunch of stuff. And that is the complete penny stock course right here. And I believe this is a lot of like Tim Sykes stuff here, and he's not the author of this book, but it's pretty much all of his ways of trading and all his styles, and put all together for you guys. And this guy right here is the one who wrote the book and put everything together for it, and his name is Jamel Ben Alich. I hope I got that right, but he did an amazing job on this, and you can get this dirt cheap on Amazon. It's like going for $25, $30 on Amazon, and I believe you can get the digital copy of it for a little bit cheaper, I believe. So I highly recommend this book for any new trader, or if there's a veteran trader out there that just likes to learn and read books. This is a good read right here. Next up is, if you are brand new to candlesticks and the stock market, this is a highly, highly recommendation for a read. This goes into so much detail and explains everything about candlesticks, the history of candlesticks, and patterns, and I just love how he explains the candlesticks with charts, and he's very detailed about what he's talking about. And he's like one of the masters of candlesticks, and it's the Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques by Steve Nissen. Steve Nissen is the candlestick man. He's got his own website. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. He passed away in, I believe, the early 2000s, I want to say. I'm not sure of what of, but he's written a few books of this. I believe these books they came out in like the early 90s, and throughout the 90s he was coming out with courses and some books on candlestick techniques and explaining what candlesticks are. But I highly, highly recommend every trader has to own this book. Has to. This is just a must. I cannot go over it enough with you guys. This is so, so good. This is probably my favorite book here in trading out of all the books that I've read. And this is the second edition. There's two editions of this. The first edition is a black book with red writing, and then he came out with the second edition here, and I believe they're the same. Maybe not. I would look into that, but just to be safe, I would recommend getting the second edition. This book can go anywhere from $30 to $70 on Amazon, I believe. Um, I went to my local bookstore to look for this, and my local bookstore was trying to charge $150, $200 for this book, and they didn't even have it in stock. So they had to order it. So I said, you know, forget that. I'll just go on Amazon. I was trying to be a good person and go to my local bookstore to purchase a book, and they didn't even have it. So I had to order this online, and yeah, Steve Nissen's book right here, Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques. Highly recommend. Then he's got a second book here, and this one is called Beyond Candlesticks, the new Japanese charting techniques revealed. And in this book, he goes over new techniques of candlesticks, the way candlestick gaps on a daily chart as it holds as support and resistance when a candlestick has an up gap or a down gap. Has a couple more techniques in here. He goes over a couple other Japanese charting techniques. I really didn't read too much into those as to I just want to stick with candlesticks. But if you're interested in learning other candlestick techniques or charting techniques, this would be in this book. But I would also recommend getting this one too. It's around the same price as the first book I recommended, and he just goes over more techniques, like I said, on how to use candlesticks and how to look at candlesticks. And I'll show you a page in this book. So he's got charts pretty much on every single page with paragraphs explaining on what to do, and he really goes into great detail about pointing out and circling what the candlesticks he's talking about, and yeah, I just really like that. And then he's got another book here, and this one is the Candlestick Course by Steve Nissen. What's really cool about this book is he combines what he's talked about in the other two books, just more of the important stuff. And what's really cool is after each chapter and section, he quizzes you on what you just read, and you can go and answer the questions, and then I believe the answers are in the back of the book. And so it's kind of like a little study course or study little booklet here, which is pretty cool. I want to say I got this at around $30 on Amazon, but it is a really good book. I didn't get to finish it, but pretty much it's not that big, and they only have this in the they don't have a hardcover copy of this, so there's also another Steve Nissen candlestick book. It's more like it's a very, very thick book. They're asking a ridiculous price for it. I think they were asking like somewhere around $600 to $700 for that book, and it's every candlestick pattern that he knows, and he reveals it in that book. I have not checked that book out, and I might never will unless I come across a cheap copy of it, but good luck with that. But if you're really into patterns and you want to know all the patterns that are out there that you can learn, this is a very, very good book. And this is the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. So, and it's very, very thick. It's like a Bible. The pages are very, very thin. There's like 4,000 pages in this book, and it's all filled with chart patterns. And what's cool about this book is uh, all the patterns that are in this book, it gives examples and it breaks it down statistically on how the pattern performs in a bull market and how it performs in a bear market, how the pattern performs over time with volume, how the pattern performs over time without volume. If you're very, very, very into statistics and statistics behind patterns, I would recommend this book. If you're ever interested in just learning charts, or not charts, patterns, and or if you see a pattern present itself on the chart and you just want to look it up to see the statistics on how it performs, this would be the book for that. This book is a little expensive, not really. It's like $75, I believe, but well worth it, as it will teach you a lot. Here's just a page out of it. And like I said, it just goes into statistics, and I'm gonna try to find so on this page right here, so this one, let me see if I can get that for you guys. It's the failure rates on that pattern that it's talking about here. And yeah, if you're really into statistics, like I said, this would be the book for you. Or if you just want to learn about all kinds of different patterns, get this book. And then the last book I have here for you guys, I don't have the cover to it. It's just a black book here. I got rid of the cover by mistake. But this is The Candlestick Prophets, Eliminating Emotions with Candlestick Analysis by Stephen W. Bigelow. And like Steve Neeson, he goes over what the candlesticks are, how they what they represent, and his techniques that he uses with the candlesticks. He's more of a swing trader, so he teaches you his swing tactics when looking at candlesticks and what patterns he likes to look for. Um, and he also goes into a couple areas in here of risk management, trading psychology, and it's all jam-packed in this book. It was just a really good read, I thought, and gives you a different perspective on someone else who is a trader. Once again, he goes over charts with you and points out and talks about the candlesticks and the setups that he likes. I didn't read the whole book, as I just got just over half of it. But those are my book recommendations for you guys. If you want me to go into more detail about any of those books, just leave a comment and I would be more than happy to. Maybe I'll do a video in the future on Steve Neeson's books, because he is just, in my opinion, he is just the candlestick. He's the candlestick guru. If you want to learn about candlesticks, you learn from him. So, now that we got that out of the way, let me make myself a little bit smaller here, and we'll we'll go over the websites that I like to use. I'm not going to edit this video, so it's not going to be professional. Make myself a little bit littler. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of seeing my face. And there we go. Pull up this page here, and it's really bright. So the first website I would like to go over here is stockcharts.com. Now with this site is very, very cool. You can look up charts. We'll just look up BLIN, go, and I'll show you a chart here, and you could put studies on this chart, moving averages, RSI, MACD. There's all kinds of indicators that you could put on the chart here. And if you don't have access to a charting software and you're just looking for charts on the internet, stockcharts.com. Can't go wrong with stockcharts.com. All kinds of traders use this, and you can type in the symbol right up here. You can make the time period of it be a daily, weekly, hit the update button, and I'm sure there's a lot more you can do with this. Just mess around with it and check it out. And another cool thing about this site is if you go back to the home page here, go to this chart school tab, click on that. They have in the chart school tab, this site teaches you a lot of stuff that you would want to learn about, and it's all for free. So take advantage of it and check it out. Let's click on see article topics up here. Let's click on chart analysis. So you got the fundamentals, and then look at all these tabs here that you can click on, and it'll give you descriptions on every one of these. What are charts, support and resistance, trend lines, gaps and gap analysis, introduction to chart patterns, and then another category is chart types, arm, candle, volume. There's all kinds of stuff here that you can click on. So I'll just click on one of them. I'll click on chart patterns. And then look at this. Another page gets directed right to you, and it's got a lot of patterns here for you to click on. So you got reversal patterns, and it's got a whole list of reversal patterns that you can learn. And then it's got continuation patterns and a whole list of continuation patterns you guys can learn. Let's click on a rising wedge. So it looks like it'll give you a definition on what a rising wedge is. It'll show it to you on a chart, and then it just gets into more detail as you scroll down. And look at that, another chart with an example, more reading information for you. Look at that. And there's just, check this website out. It's a very, 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 very good site, and all this information is for free, like I said, so take advantage of it. And yeah, this may seem like a lot, but you gotta dedicate yourself to this if you want to get good. You have to learn all this stuff. You have to know it all. Let's look at a flag pennant continuation. There's an example right there on a chart, and then it goes into more on what you're looking for. Keep scrolling, and then another example, and then more reading for you guys. Go back. So you look at that, and everyone you click on, this site is just completely filled with information. I would say that this is probably one of my favorite sites, definitely within my top 5 sites for learning and just checking out. If I'm ever bored, if it's a slow day in the market, open up this site and just go to work. Just start studying. Sit on, and if you're under the PDT rule, and you can't trade, open up this site and just start studying. Study, 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 study. Prepare yourself for when you are ready to make a trade and you are prepared. That's what it's all about. And yeah, just go over this site. There's all kinds of information on here, and it's all free. So stockcharts.com, as there is the logo right there, stock charts. That's that one. This is just another cool site. It's just like stockcharts.com, and this is called the patternsite.com. This is Blavatsky's candlestick patterns, and this is just jammed packed with free information for you guys. They have fundamentals, psychology, they have quizzes you guys can take, candles, chart patterns, event patterns, busted patterns. There's just all kinds of stuff in here, and it looks like they have it all in order on here for you guys. And again, the site is called thepatternsite.com. Let's see what a hanging man is. Look at that. Gives you a definition. Or actually, no, it gives you a performance of it. So its overall performance rank is an 87. Best percentage meeting price target is 86%. So if you're into statistics, there you go. It gives you a picture of what a hanging man is, and a hanging man discussion, and more about the hanging man. Look at all this stuff you guys get to read. It's just jam-packed with information. Let's click on the psychology tab. So, trading psychology, types of traders. You have far-sighted versus responsive trading, and if you click on it, it's just a lot of reading to go in. So it's telling you like stories and stuff, and trying to put philosophy into trading into perspective for you guys. Again, just check this all out when you guys are studying, and just keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. Take notes, write stuff down, write important stuff that you think is important to remember. Write it down. So get yourself go to Walmart or Meijer or even the dollar store. You can get big journal like things. Get yourself a lot of pens. I always stack up on journals. Yeah, and I have notepads filled with notes, and whenever I get bored or something, or if ever I want to retouch up on my skills, I'll go and I'll grab one of my notebooks, I'll take it to my job with me, and while I'm on lunch, I'll just read through my old notes and go over what I've learned just to refresh my memory on some stuff, and I'll label on the notepad what is all contained within the notebook, so I can just grab and go. And I'll also have a notebook for every day in the market. I'll write down all the stocks that have really good press releases. I'll write those down. So I'll put Monday with the date. I'll write the stocks ticker with the press release, with the abbreviation of the press release, and then I'll write down the top percentage gainers, and then I'll do that Monday through Friday. I'll write down the best stocks that performed all week, and then over the weekend I'll just go back and I'll go back everything I wrote down and go over every single ticker and see how it performed throughout the week, and see if there was any pattern that set itself up, and see if overall what's going on, and what current situation is the market in, what patterns are presenting themselves the most. That's what it's all about. It's all about going over the market and seeing always observing uh, the current situation the market is in, because the market's always changing. Every day the market's different. Every day, every week the market's changing. Every month the market's changing. Momentum's coming in, momentum's leaving, and that's when you have stocks that break out, and then you go into a time where stocks don't break out and they hit a wall and they just drop, and you're just playing bounces. It's very fascinating, and it's very, very hard to keep up with the market, and that's what drives me all the time. So let's just get back to this. I got off topic. Once again, the site is called thepatternSite.com. Jam packed with information for you guys. They even have book recommendations on the site. So yeah, check it out. The next site I got here is Finviz. Finviz.com. Finviz. And once again, a lot of traders use this website as well. This is the home page right here. So you guys, it has the top percentage. It says the top gainers right here, new highs, overbought. There's just all kinds of stuff on the site you can use. It even has a custom scanner or a screener up here that you can use. This site is free, but they do have the option for you to sign up for it for a subscription to have full access to their screeners and other tools that they use on this. But the basics, just the basic Finviz free version it's always been good enough just for me, because I can always just do basic screeners on it, and that's all I really need. Are the top percentage gainers. That's all I'm really looking for. You don't need to make this complicated and have very technical scans. Just look up top percentage gainers and be on your way. This is trading. You don't have to make it hard on yourself when it's already hard enough. And another cool thing they have on here is if you scroll down a little bit, they'll have like signal section here. So they'll have like a trend line support, and they'll have stocks here that they see are holding at a trend line support, and a little preview of it will pop up here as I'm going across. Wedge up, and then if you go over, they have tickers here that they found with drawing trend lines that are forming a wedge up with trend lines. And as you guys can see, as I pop up every little chart here. So just go into this and check it out. It's a big site. There's a lot to do in this site. Like I said, I'm not going to go over into detail every single site, because it will just make this video too long. But if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment and ask the question. I will get back with you guys, or at least try to get back with you guys. And then if you wanted me to make a video on any of these sites, I would be more than happy to, for you guys to answer all your questions and to go over these sites with a fine-tuned comb. I'm just giving you the materials that's out there that I use to throw it at you and to discover. So this is Finviz, and real quick, I'll just show you the screener real quick. This is the screener.
The North End.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that too. Every time you click on this, or out of nowhere, a big ad will pop up here, and that's the price for having this for free. Is you're gonna have ads thrown at you. I'm sure if you were under the paying these guys, they take all the ads out for you. So real quick, let's just do a quick scan real quick. So we'll go to price here, and we'll just say under $5 in price. Let's do the exchange. I only want NASDAQ stocks. And where is current volume? it's been a while since I've used this site because I use Trade Ideas. So I'll hit current volume. I want the current volume to be over at least 1,000,000. And technical. Go to the technical tab here. Go to the performance. I want the stocks today to be at least 5% up. And then there's another tab over here, change from open. And I'll hit again up 5%. And you see how it, real quick there, I had 8 tickers here. And then I changed this one to up 5%. And it dropped it down to 4. And there's 4 tickers there right for you guys that went at least 5% or more today. And that is CLRB, MTSL, RGSE, and RXII with volume over 1,000,000. So MTSL, this was just a pump today. Went from $1 and it went over $3. So, and then if you're into more fundamentals and like that, it presents all that stuff right here for you guys, like 52-week high, 52-week low, shares outstanding, shares flow, short flow, the market cap. All I really look at is the flow. The flow, the average volume. I'll check to see how many insiders and own it, a percentage, because of the manipulation of it. The insiders and what was the other one? They're not showing it on here. But anyway, but this is all the fundamentals of it right here, and it shows you a little chart of it right here. So that's just a basic scan and a little tour of FinViz. This is definitely in, again, my top 5 that I would use. And I used this site a lot when I first started out as a trader, as when you're just starting out, you know, scanners and stuff. You can't really use all that right when you're just starting out because you don't have that much money. You're still learning. You don't want to invest all your money into this right away. You just want to learn as you go. FinViz is a great scanning site for finding stocks, and a lot of people still use this site. So, and then the next one is bigcharts.com, and this is just for looking at charts. This is all that I've used it for. I've never used it for news or anything. Let's just try clicking on the news. Just looks like a bunch of articles that pop up. But if I was to use a website for news, I would use MarketWatch or Yahoo Finance. But I have those up there. We'll go over those in a minute. But let's go over big charts. And this is also from MarketWatch, so I didn't know that. So it's always good to look at different charts and see the big picture. If you look at different charts and seeing the big picture on a stock through different images, maybe it'll help you see what's going on or recognize a pattern if you're looking at it in different angles. So let's pull up this BLIN. We'll look up that again, and we'll click on advanced chart. So if you click on that, here we got, looks like just a bar chart. So you can enter the chart in up here. You can hit either basic chart or advanced chart. I always hit advanced chart, and if you come over here, you can customize on how this chart will look and even the size of it. So we'll click chart style, we'll go to big, and we can change this to candlestick, and you can even pick the chart background. So let's just do default for right now and hit draw chart, and look at that, pulls up a big good chart for you guys. And then this is the year daily chart. Let's say we want to look at what it did today. 1 day, 1 minute, draw chart. And there you go, and that's the whole day, 1 minute that it did from 9 o'clock or 9:30 to 4 o'clock. And you can see you got the volume down here. And just to show you guys, you can change it to look different too if you want it. That's graph paper. This one's a weird one, globe. If you wanted to look at it like that, just mess around with it. It's pretty cool. I love bigcharts.com. I'll jump on it sometimes and just look up charts just to, like I said, look at different images of the chart on what it did today. Look at it, look different pictures, all kinds of like what I'm doing right now, how I'm looking at it like this, and then look at it like this, just to see if because what you see, sometimes an image can play tricks on you, and if you look at it in different perspectives and look more into it, something that you didn't see will pop up on another image, and that's pretty cool. So this is bigcharts.com, another good site. A lot of traders use this site as well. So, and then I'm sure you guys all heard about Yahoo Finance. I still use Yahoo Finance. Sometimes if I'm out and about, if I'm at work or something and I need to look up something on a stock, I'll use Yahoo Finance for sure. Let's type in something. MTSL did good today. So we'll type in MTSL and it'll show you just all the basics right here. And even if you wanted to look at the chart on this, hit full screen and a line chart will pop up for you. What if I don't want a line chart? I want a candle chart. There you go. You got a candle chart. And then you can also draw on this if you wanted, put trend lines on it. And what I like to do is I go to statistics. And I go to statistics and I'll see what the 52-week high is, the 52-week low, and then I'll scroll all the way down, and I always like to know, or it's different on this than compared to the mobile, but I always like to know what a stock's float is. The lower the float, the better. That's what I like to play. I like to play very low float stocks because the lower the float, the more they can rip and the harder they can rip. Very risky if you don't know what you're doing, but playing very super low floats, that's what day traders do. There's all kinds of different strategies for day traders. My strategy revolves around playing super low floats because they are very, very profitable. You can lose a lot of money, like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, but yeah. So, but it has all your fundamentals in here. If you really like getting into what the price per share is, what earnings, quarterly revenue growth, right here, gross profit, return on equity. If you're into all that stuff, I highly recommend using Yahoo Finance. FinViz also gives you all this too, but Yahoo Finance goes more into detail on it. And if you go back to where, if you type in the ticker up here and hit search, when this pops up, all of the news that popped up on it recently will show up right here, and you can click on it. Just be careful not to click on an ad, because ads will be in here sometimes. Just click on something and a whole article of the news release will come up, and you can read into what the news was on the stock. So that's Yahoo Finance. And also in the morning when you're waking up before the market, if you want to know what the futures are, head over to Yahoo Finance and they'll have right at the top, Yahoo Finance, right at the top right here, it'll have the futures and it'll show you if the futures of the S&P is up or down, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, and you could just click on that and it will take you to it. So you could see how the futures are doing for the morning to give you an idea of how the markets are going to be when they open. So it's always good to know every morning what the futures are looking like. So that's Yahoo Finance. And the next one is, this is a very, very, very cool site. And this is, drawing a blank, TradingView. So TradingView is a very, very cool site. This is where traders can post ideas. I recommend doing your own research. Never take advice from other traders. Never take advice from other traders. Always do what you think is going to happen. Don't ever take advice from anybody else. That even the great traders say that. Don't take advice from any other traders. Do what you feel comfortable and do what you feel right. You know, do the research. Do your own research and come up with your own conclusion. Because when a trader is wrong, sometimes they always look to blame it on somebody else. Well, he told me that this was going to happen. Well, that's your fault. You believed him. You didn't do the research. So always do your own research. I don't really like to look into what other people say, but if you're into looking at what other people say or saying about a stock that you're looking at, there's a saying, if you're interested in a ticker in a stock and you're looking up what other people are saying about that stock or ticker, then you're just looking for a reason to get into that stock and you're unsure. You're not really confident in your pick. So, you know, but TradingView, this is where a lot of people post their ideas, and you can just go and look at what different strategies people use, look at what people are talking about, see what they're talking about, just see how they trade, which is pretty cool. It's always good to learn new strategies and see what other traders see how other traders view the market and how they trade the market. It's always good to grow as a trader. So viewing and learning from other traders, hey, why not? So as you can see here, these are all people who are posting stuff on what they think's going to happen and their strategy and their ideas. So that's what's really cool about TradingView. And there's a bunch of stuff you can do on TradingView as well. TradingView is mostly free, but they do have it to where you can sign up and be a subscriber to them. I think it's pretty cheap. I'm not sure on how much it is, but it gives you unlimited access to their charts and stuff like that. So right now I'll just type in a chart here. I'll type in STAF. So you type that in, and they even have all this stuff going on up here, all the sectors and the overall market over here, and the dollar and all that. So, and this it goes over all the markets. It goes over the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. They even go into Bitcoin. If you're into Bitcoin, they go over all the markets on TradingView. And there's all kinds of traders that trade different markets, and you will find it on TradingView. You will. But we typed in STAF here at the top, and I am still recording. Alright. So we typed in STAF and this is what popped up on it. So as you can see, there's a little line chart right here that popped up. And if you keep scrolling down, they'll give you the profile on the chart right here. They'll give you the financials right here, the news right here, and they'll give you what other people are talking about on this chart and what they're looking at. I told you guys this site's pretty cool. It is very, very cool. I'd say it's right up there with Yahoo Finance. Excuse me. Mouth's getting dry from talking so much. But we're almost there. So if you click on interactive chart here, or actually never mind guys, click on chart up here. So then this will take you to a custom chart that you can draw on and get more customizable with it. Put trend lines on it and whatnot. Put your indicators on here. So here are all your indicators right here. Alright. And let's put a trend line. So there's all kinds of trend lines you can use too. Wow. Let's put a horizontal trend line. We put it right there. And this one is, let's change the color to red. Or actually no, let's change it to, let's just change it to like a pink. I hope you guys can see that. So yeah, this is look at that. I just put a trend line on here and just mess around with this, you know. You could have a screener down here. I've only been on this site a couple times. I haven't really spent a lot of time on this site. I know when I found out about this and I checked it out, I was just blown away on how much stuff you could do on this site, and it is just really, really cool. So I highly would recommend checking it out. And right here, this is pretty cool too. You can also have a custom watch list you could have right here. The only thing though, I think because if you're not a subscriber to this site, it is delayed data. Now, quote me if I'm wrong, I think it will have a delay on it. So if the markets are going real time, it's 10 a.m. and we're looking to see what's going on in the market. I believe this will have either a 5, 10, or 15-minute delay on it if you are not a subscriber to this. But you could use this every night to see how the market did. Go over what the daily chart did, what the intraday chart is, stretch the intraday chart out to a couple days and see how the stock's going and see if it's blowing through support or if it's making or if it has a resistance that it just keeps hitting and just can't get through. See how it's moving throughout the day and compare it to the daily chart. I'm not sure though how to change this. You just have to mess around with it. Like I said, I have right here. This is how you do it. Right here. Okay. So let's make this a daily chart. See? I just changed this into a daily, and yep, and if you have a watch list, you could just click on your tickers real quick and everything will pop up. And there's also another cool thing too. You could also customize it. You know, you could customize your candlesticks if you don't like the way the candlesticks are, and your background. There's all kinds of customization on this. And what's really cool about this too is if you subscribe to this, they also have a paper trading thing here that you could do. And I recommend paper trading when you're first starting out. Don't jump in with your hard-earned money and try doing this. You may get lucky a couple times, but you haven't developed a strategy that works for you. That's what's great about trading, is you develop a strategy that revolves around your personality and your daily routine. You don't have to force trades. Don't be a sheep and follow a guru in what they trade, because you don't technically know when they post an alert on a trade. You don't know if they've already bought and sold that stock already, because day trading is like that. You're in and out like that, or you could be in and out like that. And if you're just being a sheep and following somebody and their alerts, take it from me, you are going to lose your butt off a lot. So paper trade, it's free. I mean, the only thing that you don't get out of paper trading is the emotional side of trading, but at least you're learning and developing a strategy, trying out different strategies, seeing what works. So I'm always for paper trading. Even uh, when the market's slow, I'll even paper trade sometimes, just to try out a strategy I've been looking at, or noticing what's been happening in the market. I'll paper trade it just to see how it works. There's nothing wrong with paper trading. There's no shame in paper trading. It's practice. And what does practice make? Practice makes perfect. I know this video is going to be long, so I hope you guys don't mind, but this video is jammed packed with gold for you guys. So just watch this video over and over. Study up. Study, 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 study. I'm sure throughout my whole YouTube career of making videos, I will say study over a million times, because you can never study enough. But this is TradingView. This is TradingView. I just clicked on the scripts page. I'm not really sure what scripts are, but I'll try to put a link to all of this stuff in the description down below. I'm not really sure, as I am new to making these videos and I don't really know how to do that, but I will try my best to put links of all these sites that I've covered for you guys down below. But just do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and it motivates me more to make more videos and put it out for you guys. You know, what's the point of making these videos if I don't have an audience? And I'm here for you guys. I want to teach you guys and show you what I know. So this is TradingView once again. Very, very cool site. It's up to date. It's very cool. It covers all markets from Bitcoin to the US stock exchange. Yeah, check it out, dig into it, and see what it's all about. It even has scanners. See, it even has, here's all the markets right here. It has CFDs, bonds, cryptocurrencies, futures, indices, stocks, currencies, you know, and you can even look up the top gainers. Look at that every day. And it tells you what the sector it was. This site is very, very, very cool. Wow. I'm going to have to add this to my tab. Yeah, this site is very, very cool, guys. Check it out. So next up, this is for pretty much when I'm away from the computer. If I want to know what the top percentage gainers of the dollar gainer is very, very quickly, I go to theliant.com. Do not pay attention to what anybody says on this site. Um, they're pretty much just all pumpers and stuff. There's all kinds of forums on here and stuff, and what people talk about. all they're pretty much doing is pumping their stock. That's all they're doing, or trying to pump a stock. And they have top portfolios here of people who probably perform the best. It's I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I use this site for is this right here. And this is the top percentage gainers. So like I said, if I'm away from my desktop computer and I'm out and about, I don't have any scanners or anything on my phone. So I just go on the internet real quick. I'll type in thelion.com. That's TheLion.com. That's it. Enter that, click on thelion.com, and it takes me right to here. And all I look for are the top percentage gainers, and it lists them all right here for me, just so I see what the top percentage gainers are. I'll look at the top percentage losers and the money gainers. And throughout the day, I'll keep going back and I'll check in this to see what ones keep holding the top and if something new pops up on there. And like I said, throughout the day, I'll always come back and I'll just check it real quick, and I'll run down and I'll see if it's in my price range, because I only trade stocks that are under $20. So like I said, I'll go down and I'll see if there's anything in my price range. And right now it's July 11th, midnight right now, and right now the market has very, very, very good momentum. And all these stocks, look at that, you have mostly all of these stocks are in my range. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stocks here that are on the top, that are all under $20. And a lot of these are just been exploding, and a lot of low floats just been gaining $4 or $5, like, and this is happening every day. So it's the time to be aggressive and take advantage. But yeah, this is thelion.com. I just, like I said, check this for top percentage gainers. And the last but not least, this is marketwatch.com. Now, if you don't want to pay for expensive news streamers or anything like that, but you want to know where the news is, read the news and look up articles on news, I highly recommend MarketWatch. And this is a very, very cool site. We'll type in a ticker right up here. Let's see. So BLIN had news today. We'll click on that. And we'll scroll down. So you got a little line chart here, and if you click on advanced charting, it'll take you to a chart here. And I'll honestly tell you guys, I've never used MarketWatch for charts. I only come here for news, or if I'm bored, I'll just come here to see if I'm bored, I'll just come on here to read the news or something, see if there's anything interesting. But there's indicators on here that you can put on here. I'm trying to see how I can, okay, right here, display. So I'll click candlestick, and yep, this will be the daily, lower charts. I don't really use indicators, but I just care about the volume. And I'll put the RSI on my intraday chart. Oh, I also lied on my daily chart. I'll put moving averages, but I'll put the basic moving averages, the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and I like to use the 13 exponential moving average on my daily charts. But as you can see here, I changed this to, it was a line chart, I changed it to a candlestick. You could change it to a bar chart if you wanted to. A line chart that we just had up, and let's change this back to candlesticks. I'm not really too impressed with the charting here on this, but I'm sure you can customize it to where the candlesticks and everything are a different color. I don't want to take up too much of this video going over that, but they have all your key statistics right here for the stock. The day range, what the open was, the 52-week range, shares outstanding, public float, all the good stuff that you need, the average volume, and that's all right here. And they have other news, and you got to click on the press releases. So this came out with a press release today, and it's right here, where the platform to power bank's customer experience. Click on that, and then a big article will pop up on what the news was for this. And there's one more cool thing that you could do on this, and I'll show you guys. So if you don't have any expensive news streamers or anything, you can go up to, where it is, email and alerts here. Click on that, and there's a bulletin here. You can get breaking news notifications via email. So if you're a trader and if you don't have an email set up already, I highly recommend it. You are going to need an email if you are going to be a trader. You are going to need an email, like I said, and you are going to have to check your email every single day, because there's going to be stuff you're going to be signing up for. There's if you're into pump and dumps, you know, you got to sign up for newsletters, and that's a world of its own. I'll do a video of that later on. But with Market Watch, so I'll give you guys a little story. So just about a year ago, under a year ago, Bitcoin was exploding, and Bitcoin was exploding huge. And for a moment in the market, and this moment lasted a while, it was just like the dot-com boom. So what happened was, every single day these tickers would come out with a news release, and all they had to mention was blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency, and their stock would explode. And I'm talking explode from 75 cents to $8. And this all happened pre-market. And to have an advantage on, to have an edge on that, to find something like that, what you would have to do is you would have to have a custom news scanner that scans the news in the morning. And with custom news scanners, you can enter in keywords, and the scanner will run through those keywords, and any press release that has any of your keywords, it'll send it right to you. So with Market Watch, you can do that. It takes a little work to do it, but all you do is, like I said, go to the section here, go to the email and alerts. I'm signed up. I'm not going to log in on this. But see, only members of MarketWatch.com are allowed access to this newsletter. I'm not gonna log in real quick for you guys, but you would click on this bulletin and send via email, and it'll ask for your email, and then it'll have a box, and it'll have or it'll have a customization section, and you can send a customization news thing, and it'll have keywords to look for in stocks, and you would type in all the keywords that you like to look for in a press release. And at that time it was blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So you would type those 3 words in and set that up, and every day in the morning, whenever a news release would come out with those 3 words, it would send you an alert to that. And that's how you have an edge in the market, and you could do that with MarketWatch. Again, I should have prepared a little better and signed into this and showed you guys, but it gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. So that's it for this one. MarketWatch is the last one. Sorry it's a long video, guys, but this video is just completely jammed packed, filled with a lot of good stuff for you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm here for you. Just do me a huge favor and hit that like and hit that subscribe button for me. It means a lot for me, and it shows me that I have viewers that are interested in the content I'm putting out. And that's just what I want to do. I've learned a lot in the trading game, and I just feel like it's always good to give back, because if you see my other videos, you already know I was a trader just starting out. I didn't know where to go, and there's really nothing out there to show you step by step on what to do and where to go for free, really. I mean, all these gurus and stuff charge you an arm and a leg for their DVDs, which I think is pretty outrageous. But we'll go into that another time. But there is a science behind on why those are so expensive. But a reason why they're so expensive is if you just put it out there, everybody's going to know about it. And how good is the strategy going to be if everybody knows about it, right? But you'll start learning a lot of stuff along the way as you go, and how the market and being a day trader and how everything works. What this really all is, and you become to realize, is this is all just one big business. And when I've told people that I'm trying to start up my own business, they're looking at me like, how are you going to do your own business day trading? And it's crazy. I mean, I can't believe how many doors this has opened up, starting to do all this, and just opening my eyes to life and what's out there and what I wanna. If you were to compare myself from now to 2 years ago on what I wanted to achieve in life, right now it would just blow the old me away on what I would want to achieve in life. It's just the market and learning to be a day trader has opened me up, not only as a person, but it's just opened my soul, my eyes, everything. It's just, wow, it's just totally blown my mind and changed me in the best way possible. And I just feel like I want to give back, because it's one of the greatest feelings in the world. And busting my butt, for 10 years, working my butt off, and knowing I can make more and get more out of life and have a chance at financial freedom doing this, and I absolutely love it. And you have to have a passion for it. And it's more than words can describe on how this makes you feel and wanting to help others and uh, just loving doing this. And it's a trip. I'll definitely tell you that. But I'll wrap this up for you guys. Once again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me again. Sorry it's long, but this is a very long video because it's filled with gold for you guys. Alright? If you have any more questions, hit me up. I will be posting a video every week, or trying to post one every week. And I know I gotta stop talking, so see you guys later. Have a good one, and trade safe. Always have a plan. Always, always, always have a plan when you trade. Always have a stop loss. Even have a mental stop loss. I don't like stop losses, but have a mental stop loss. Always have a plan when you go to enter a stock. Always. Never go in blindly, never chase. Peace.